Coming up next on KX News at 6, we're live in Mandan with the very latest on the bodies discovered in Mandan this morning.
And all of them were discovered here at this rental property business. We'll tell you who owned the building.
Plus, we'll show you the damage at a flooded out state park and when officials hope to open it back up.
Putting North Dakota first. KX News at 6 starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Chad Mira.
And I'm Lauren Culber. Thanks for watching KX News. In our top story tonight, we continue to follow the investigation into bodies found this morning in Mandan.
In a press conference at 5 o'clock, we learned 4 people were killed. Police are calling it an open homicide investigation.
Aaron Fields joins us live from the scene in southeast Mandan with the very latest. Hi, Aaron.
Chad and Lauren, according to the Mandan PD, we are not in any danger right now because of the containment of the scene and the investigation. The police do not believe we are in any danger. However, the community is definitely in mourning and feel the loss of the people.
It's very sad that there's people in this world that would do something of what we had to experience today. My hearts go out to the family members of those 4 victims. The police department has done an outstanding job along with BCI. Morton County has assisted with us on the keeping the crime scene's integrity. It's just been very long. It's not something that you would wake up early Monday morning expecting to get the phone call on. So it's been a long day, and it's going to be a long investigation.
4 people have been confirmed dead, 3 men, 1 woman, all adults. They are looking for the suspect, and the suspect is suspected of killing all 4 people. The victims have not yet been identified, and the investigation is still ongoing. Police are asking if you do have any information about this to please contact them and come forward and say something. Reporting live, Aaron Fields.
Yeah, Aaron Fields, thank you so much. We've been following this story for the full newscast, the news conference rather, in its entirety. Be sure to log on to our KX News website. That's kxnet.com. RJR Maintenance and Management is a family-owned business that's been in operation for 20 years.
It manages rental properties in Bismarck, Mandan, Harvey, Washburn, and Linton. It's located off of Memorial Highway in Mandan, kitty corner to Midway Lanes Bowling. It's owned by Jackie and Robert Fakler. Its website says the business has more than 20 employees.
Now, in the last 20 years, there has only been 1 other homicide case in North Dakota where 4 people were killed. We went through all the state homicide reports dating back to 1999. We found at least 13 homicide cases across the state with multiple victims. However, only 1 of this magnitude. That was in Mountrail County. According to the state report, a stranger shot and killed 4 people, including 3 children, and then killed himself.
A developing story now out of Freiburg. You might have noticed a strong smell of rotten eggs in the air. According to the Billings County Sheriff's Office, that's because an ethyl mercaptan leak happened today at the Freiburg rail loading facility. The leak is contained. Crews are working on the problem. Ethyl mercaptan is the chemical they put into propane and natural gas to give it a smell since it's odorless. It stinks, but you're not in any danger. As the wind changes, people in Belfield will likely smell it as well.
Visitors to the Williams County Courthouse are finding something new at the front door. A security screening system is now in place. The X-ray machine was put into service last week. Sheriff Verlin Cavandi says recent remodeling at the courthouse made this the right time to revamp the entrance to the building. The sheriff says the expansion of courtroom space plus the addition of more prosecutors to handle the crush of court cases added up to a need for tighter security.
We had some higher profile cases and things that have gone through Williams County that we just haven't seen before. And I think that change needed to be made. I think having it a normal operating procedure is just in the best interest of the public and of employees.
Cavandi says the county board approved 3 new staff positions to operate the security system, which began operations 1 week ago today.
Fort Lincoln State Park is known for its picturesque scenery and historic buildings. But as KX News meteorologist Robert Sir explains, park officials have quite the cleanup ahead of them to bring the scenery back.
While streams and creeks across the area continue to rise, here at Fort Lincoln State Park, the water levels have fallen. Unfortunately, those water levels left behind a mess of mud and debris in its wake.
We got to get the water out of here. The ground is still frozen, so the faster we get that water out, the faster the grounds will dry out.
The park estimates they have 6 million gallons of standing water, and all of it needs to be evicted before anyone can enjoy the park again. On a typical day here at Fort Lincoln State Park, you will typically be amused by the sounds of animals and birds chirping, but those sounds will be drowned out today by the sound of generators running those water pumps. And what it looks like today is loads better than a week ago. Dan Shelsky is the park manager and tells me it was a race against time to save as much as they could.
It came rushing in really fast on last Sunday, and you don't know how high it's going to be, so we managed to get most of our facilities secured, cabins out, the electrical panels out, and got out of here just in time.
He tells me while the main shower house was spared, water did get into the amphitheater and the small comfort station. Once all the water is drained, they have to install a new floor around the playground. The good news is the water is nowhere near the historic flooding of 2011.
I can't even compare this one to that, because 2011, we'd be up to our necks in water right here.
He adds nothing of historical significance was damaged by the flooding of the Heart River, which crested nearly 10 feet above flood stage.
We'll take a little time down here, we'll get it done, and we'll have it open for the summer season.
Robert Sir, KX News.
Park officials tell KX News if all goes according to plan, they hope to have everything back to normal by May 1st.
Within less than a year's time, a sober living home in Minot has been able to help more than a dozen women get on the road to recovery. However, there is room for more. Becky Farr tells us just how far the sanctuary has come in its first 10 months.
Me being almost 10 months clean and sober, it just it's crazy how far you can come in that short of time.
While she wants to remain anonymous, a 7-month resident at the sanctuary said it's no secret how far she's come since her first day in the house.
In and out of treatments, jails, prison.
The sanctuary broke that cycle.
It's been great. I have a job. I have a really good job that I like a lot. I've been going to a lot of meetings and just getting connected with a lot of people in my position. A lot of people that understand what it's like.
May 1st will mark 1 year since the sober living home opened. In its first 10 months, it's been home to about 20 women, but the house administrator and assistant manager say they do have room for more.
This works better with more women together, all of us in various stages of recovery, working together toward a common goal, and seeing the house full would be absolutely fabulous.
Both Jenkins and the administrator, Carolyn Eng, are products of sober living homes.
I see the power in it.
Even if we make mistakes, that's how we learn, right?
Right. Every time we have a new woman come in, I see myself in her.
They say being in charge of the house is a learning experience for them, too, not just the residents.
The best thing that I have learned is to be helpful without doing too much for them.
The sanctuary's managers are working towards more exposure so that women are aware of this safe place for sober living.
If there's anything I could say to anyone who doesn't know if this is right for them, it absolutely changed my life. It saved my life.
For KX News, I'm Becky Farr.
The sanctuary is a nonprofit, so they don't have any state or federal funding and can't accept insurance. Women are required to work and pay rent and for the cost of living. There is an application process, but it's easy to learn about. Just call or email Carolyn. All of the contact information can be found by clicking on this story on our website, kxnet.com.
Today not only marks the start of April, but the unofficial start to construction season. Everyone's favorite time of year, right? Work began this morning on a 2-mile stretch of the Bismarck Expressway to I-94 in Mandan, as well as a half-mile segment of I-94 east at exit 156. The project includes bridge deck replacement as well as milling and repaving the road surface. Because of the work, you can expect lane closures as well as width and height restrictions in the work zone. We spoke with the DOT and they tell us the early work involves lots of bridges.
We're starting removals on bridges at Memorial Highway Interchange, which are on the on the expressway system, and the bridges on Mackenzie Drive, also on the expressway. There, what we're doing is we're taking off the concrete approach panels on each end of the bridge.
The DOT said they hope to have this portion of the project wrapped up by early June.
The entire 13-mile project between the Missouri River and exit 147 is expected to be completed by November 15th. 'Tis the season.
It is. A lot of work to get done. Coming up on KX News at 6, responding to mental health emergencies. The group learning a new type of first aid to better serve the community.
And what a weekend we had. What's in store for the work week? Weather's still ahead.